What's up, everybody? It's Simon from Lake Up. Hey, we're out in Northeast Texas checking out Jim Chapman Lake, aka Cooper Lake. Jim Chapman Lake was built on the Sulphur River out here in North Texas from the Prairie Land, and it was primarily built for water and for flood control. Now, this was a really long, drawn-out process because the kind of propositions and the surveying started in the 1950s, but construction didn't really get underway until the 80s, and it wasn't officially impounded until 1991. It was originally called Cooper Lake, named for nearby Cooper, Texas, and it was renamed in '98 after Congressman Jim Chapman. Also notable about this lake is that it has an earthen dam. Not many modern lakes in the area have an earthen dam. It's really wide. It's not very tall, and it has a county road basically that goes across it. And so it is a really long, pretty cool drive, and you get to see a big piece of the lake by driving across it. Jim Chapman Lake comes in just under 20,000 acres in the 18 to 19,000 range, and it has a max depth of 50 feet. Now, because it used to be called Cooper Lake, and because there's Cooper Lake State Park and there's Cooper Lake Wildlife Management Area, but we call it officially Jim Chapman Lake, it kind of has two names, if you get my drift. That said, Texas Parks and Wildlife does run most of the area around the lake between the two state park units and the wildlife management area. Those are going to be your best access points to this lake. Fishing is decent here. The usual suspects: largemouth, catfish, white bass. This lake is known especially for hybrids though, and I find that really fun because I like chasing white bass, especially in the springtime, and evidently the hybrid fishing upriver in the spring spawn is awesome. So I might be coming up here this next spring. For boating on Jim Chapman Lake, here's the deal. Not a lot of amenities. There are, enough boat ramps, especially at the state parks. I would stick to the state parks for boat ramps. Those are going to be your best opportunities for those. No marinas, no other amenities really for boating. But once you're on the water, awesome boating lake. It's wide open, uncrowded. There are islands, there's tons of shoreline, there's beaches and everything else, places to swim, places to fish all over the lake. Really cool boating lake if you're the type to prepare ahead of time, pack everything you need, fuel up, all that kind of stuff, pack in, pack out. All right, if that's you, great boating lake. If you like to roll up to the ship store and re-up your cooler, top off the tank, get back out there, not for you. Go somewhere else. If you like camping, of course there's the state park, and then there's a private RV park too. For the state park, there's two different units, all under one park, so it's technically administratively and branding wise under Cooper Lake State Park, but there's two distinctly separate but equal areas to camp. Same thing on Ray Roberts. It's the same idea. So there's Doctors Creek unit and then the South Sulphur unit. They have what you can typically expect from a state park. They have the shoreline, they have the beach, they have the campgrounds, restrooms, boat ramps, all that kind of stuff. So get out there and camp because this is a great lake. So if you like camping, this is a great lake to come up and visit. If you like hunting, let me tell you what, there is a ton of hunting land via the Cooper Lake Wildlife Management Area, the WMA. That's also run by Texas Parks and Wildlife. It is available through the annual public hunting permit, which is the $48, kind of hunting walk in and hunt permit. Old timers might call it a type 2 permit. That's what it used to be called. But you can also hunt big game in the WMA via Texas Drawn Hunts. If you don't know how to use the Texas Draw and Hunt system, I did a video and then a follow-up because I actually want to hunt, and what to expect from that, how to do it, all that kind of stuff. So you can check out that video. I'll put a link to that below as well. If you like trails, there's plenty of trails around the area too. Hiking, biking, horseback. So if you like hiking, there's a couple 2 mile, 3 mile trails, hiking, biking trails. There's also a network of over 10 miles of horseback riding trails. There's a lot to love up here at Jim Chapman Lake. Come up and visit. Start your adventure at jimchapmanlake.com. I'm Simon from Lake Hub, and we'll see you out there.